Hey, my friends, this Ruger here that just came out a few weeks ago, the newer GP100 series in the 2.5 inch, and they have other sizes as well that came out, the larger barrels. But this is the 7 round capacity GP100 line. And it's awesome. But this 2.5 inch barrel has got a lot of people asking, like, well, what's this gun really for? What's it made for? What's the purpose? What could you do with it? I mean, is it just for a carry gun? I mean, is that what this is? Because it's easier to sit down when you have a shorter, barrel, but at the same time, it's not very lightweight, so it's not like probably the optimum gun to carry for self-defense. I mean, it's not like really heavy, but loaded out, I mean, it's going to be well over 2 pounds. So people, have been emailing me and stuff. They're saying, hey, is this a hunting gun? I'm like, no, I think that the sight radius is too short and the barrel is too short, by most people's standard. And as we know, that the shorter the barrel, the less time the bullet has to kind of build up velocity. And I mean, out of 2.5 inches, man, you don't give the bullet a lot of room to really get up to speed. So the bullet is definitely not going to be at its potential by no means, either in 38 Special or 357 Magnum. So definitely for hunting, it doesn't make sense to not use the power that's available. And that's why I think a lot of people use 6, 8, and even longer barrels on their hunting revolvers, just because they want, to get some more power out of that round to put down whatever they're shooting. Now, for target shooting, though, once again, the barrel is just too short sight radius, just not optimum. Most people don't go out to the range and just have fun with 357 Magnum. Of course, you can shoot the 38 Special out of this. So, I mean, maybe you could do that, occasionally with this gun, but I don't think it's really built to be a target gun. What about a survival gun, like a stowaway or a cache gun? I think it could be. I mean, it's made out of stainless steel. It's built like a tank. And I think that could be a use for this. Maybe like an emergency gun, if you will. Like if you just had to have one gun that you just for the rest of your life, would you pick this gun? I mean, maybe not, but I mean, it would probably be on the list. I may go with like the 4-inch version or something. Maybe a 3 or 4-inch, whatever is the other sizes, I forget. But yeah, I mean, it would probably be on the list somewhere. What about as a backpacking or hiking, revolver? I mean, it's a little heavy, but if you're okay with something a little over 2 pounds, it's definitely not the worst option, especially if you have like small bear and things like that are in your area that could threaten you. But if you're hiking a long distance, would you really want to lug this around? And if you did, you probably would want to have a really good holster system to distribute the weight, like a nice chest holster system or a shoulder holster system, something like that. What about as a car gun? Just for me personally, I think this is almost too nice to be in the car, just to be stored there. I mean, maybe you have a really nice car and this would kind of match it, but my car is old, and honestly, this is just too nice to go in my car. And if my car ever got stolen, I would be really upset. Like, I don't know. I would be more upset about losing my revolver than my car, probably. And it just wouldn't set with me very well. So just for me, no car gun. But for other people, it could be a car gun. What about as a duty gun? I think today's standards, it's more like semi-automatic with a 15 to 19 round magazine. I think that's kind of more of the standard, though, these days in the modern day. So as a duty gun, I mean, it could be, but I think it just wouldn't go over very well for most people. What about for home defense or a bedside gun? Sure, if you have like maybe a couple spare speed loaders ready to go and a tack light, I think that could be a real good solution. But once again, there's still a lot of people would say just go with a 9mm or a 40 caliber and with a full-size, duty-size handgun, and just have a lot more on tap right there. Have a 14, 15, 17, or even 19 round magazine ready to go while play around with, speed loaders. So you're going to have that argument. What about as a backup gun? I think it's just too heavy and bulky as a backup gun. Personally, I wouldn't consider it. For open carry, yeah, I mean, you got the short barrel. It would be easy to sit down with it. I think it would be a pretty good option for that. In terms of like concealed carry though, for me though, I just think it's too bulky to go inside the waistband. I mean, if you could conceal it under like maybe a sweater on your belt, you best make sure you have a really good belt and maybe suspenders, or you could also put it in a shoulder holster. That would probably be even better. So what do you think about this? What do you think about the Ruger GP100 and the new iteration? 7 rounds of 357 Magnum and the 2.5-inch barrel. It's a pretty cool package, really. I think it is desirable for a lot of people. It's just a lot of people just didn't know what it's for. So what do you think it's for? Thanks for watching.